Hello, I'm going to talk through this Notion student dashboard template that could help you manage your time a little bit better if you take the time to add in all your courses, plan out your homework, and things like that. So, how you would get this student dashboard template is you would go along to your sidebar, go down to the templates, and now it doesn't appear when you're just under this student category here. So you just go to the very bottom where it says Browse More Templates. And so in the search bar on the left hand side, I'm just going to search student. And it's the third one down here, the student dashboard with the little books in the corner. And then if you click on it to again check it's the right one, the author should be Notion. And I like to stick to just using Notion's own templates because anyone can make Notion templates, which is a great thing. It means that there's lots of different things you can do with the site, but I know for certain that the Notion templates are sustainable. They're always going to be available, and they're always going to be available for free. And if there are any bugs with them, which there very rarely are, I know that Notion will update those and make sure that they are always up to date, which someone who's made one may not do. Fab. So then you would just click duplicate template and that would copy into your own Notion. Fab. So then this will appear. So here it's got your courses, which we would probably call modules at Newcastle Uni, and it's divided at the top by fall and winter. We would probably change that to semester 1 and semester 2. Underneath that, it has this calendar view, which I'll show you later, but any homework or tasks you add within your modules will appear here, which is really handy. And then at the bottom, it has this little section. These are all just different documents you can add for clubs or personal projects. I'm not going to go over these because I don't think they're as relevant as or as important as the stuff at the top. So I'm just going to go into this calculus to show you what it looks like. So here you can add a cover, add a little icon, make it look pretty, or make it easy to stand out among other courses. You can add the course code, who's the module leader, when it happens. So this is just a little selection box. So for the sake of Newcastle Uni, we could add that it's in semester 1 as well. And these are all your little homeworks, and I'll show you how these get added up here. So if I scroll down, there's some more space to add more like admin information about the course. And here is your to-dos for the course, which I think are really helpful. So here it's got all the quizzes and finals, and you can add a new one of these by just clicking in here, new. So I say it's homework or weekly reading. We're going to say it's just for homework and it's going to be due next Wednesday, and we haven't started it yet. And then in here we can, if we wanted to, we could add in any notes on the readings. And then to get out of this, we can just click in the middle top of the page, there's a little close button. And then if I went back down to the main page, so we're back on the main page now, and if I go down to the calendar here, you can see that where we've just added that homework to do, the weekly reading. It's a bit small, so you can't see the full title, but you can see that it's the weekly reading, not started, and what module it's for at the bottom. So go back into this module here to show you a bit more around it, and it's got these little sections here, and these are links into different documents. So this is where you can store all your notes. This is a fab page. So for each new lecture or seminar, you would just add a new one along the bottom here. And it automatically adds the date that it was created. So you can see by date when these were all done, which I think is really useful if you end up with loads and loads, like a full page of notes. So you can see here, you can add the name, see with the lectures, seminar, study group. You can insert any materials here. And you can see when I hover over the names, this little open button comes along the right hand side. So if I click that, that is just where you would type your notes up. See here, this is where I would write my notes. And then if I just close that, I've also got these little checkboxes here, which I think are really useful. So I can tick if I've gone back over and reviewed those notes. Then if I want to go back into the module, I go along at the top left of my page here. It kind of shows us what folder we're in. So if I go back to the calculus folder, you can also see any readings here. They've already got a lot pre-saved in. And this is the exact same as the reading list template that Notion has. There's another video of that on the Academic Skills Kit website, so I'm not going to go over this in too much detail. Again, it's just a database where you can add in lots of information. So here, what type is it? Its name. Again, you've got that option to open and add notes, as you can see here. Status, have you read it? Are you watching it? Is it finished? Authors, publishers, links, and so on. And these are just two other documents. I don't think they're as important. This is just going to be an empty document. You can add any questions you have about the module. And syllabus, you can add this in if you want. But really it would just be a lot of copy and pasting from Canva. So I don't think, Canvas, sorry, and I don't think that would be worth your time. Yeah, and then you can see all of your to-dos along here. And you can add a new one either by clicking underneath the section it's going to go, or you can use your little new button here. So to edit this for your own subjects and maybe take 15-20 minutes, I did it for my own, I think it took about that much. So I would probably start by, I wouldn't bother editing these to fit your modules, that takes way too long, and these already have a lot of stuff already in them because they're examples. I would first start by going into your little headings here. I would add a new one, and to make it like the view that you had before, that was just the gallery view, but as you can see you have lots of different views here you can pick from. I think the gallery one worked best. And I'm going to name this Semester 1. And then in the properties, in the filter, sorry, I'm going to say that it must be filtered by year. And in those filters, it must have Semester 1. And this means that it's only going to show me modules that I add for Semester 1. So as you can see, because we added that Semester 1 in the other example, it came up here. And so I'm going to add a new one, and I can either do that from the blue button here or this square here. So if I click new, and then I want a new course, it'll take a while to load because it is quite a big document. So you can see all of those examples are preloaded into it. So let's just say this is gender module. It's probably going off my own example of sociology, we'll just put 2020, add things in like that. And I've already got that it's in semester 1 because I added it through clicking this button here. If I was to do it through this button here, I would click on the little down arrow, new template, new course, not new template. And then the same thing would appear where I can add the title, the year, that's where I would put if it's semester 1 or semester 2. Yeah, like I said, this isn't automatically going to make your time management fantastic. It's something you would use continuously throughout your course to kind of look at where you're at with projects, if you had anything coming up on the horizon, so you could see all of your weekly homeworks or assignments coming up, so you can think, right, that's coming up 2 weeks, I should start that now, that type of thing. So it really is just a tool to help you with your time management, but if used correctly, it can be really effective.